if you haven't seen my podcast. And well, welcome new viewers and old viewers. Thank you for watching my show and tell. If you're looking for a different podcast, I am the one. I don't have show notes. I do it as it flows. You can say. I don't usually drink tea in my podcast. What else do I don't do? I don't know. I don't give all my names of my Pinterest, whatever, Instagram, Ravelry. I don't do that. I do have them. You can look down below and they'll be right there. All my links, so I don't have to mention that. But here I am. So today I'm gonna show you what I usually do is show you my finished projects. That's why it's a show and tell. So the first thing I finished, and I think I showed you in my last video, it is this hat here. This is Vanna's Choice in a variegated gray color that I have. I had some left. In other videos I made one with a red top and a red brim, and I just had this left, this gray here, and this is craft smart yarn that I do not like, but I had it. I do not like this pattern. I just wanted a simple beanie pattern, just a simple beanie pattern. If you have any simple beanie patterns, please just give me links down below or find me on Ravelry and send them to me, just free patterns, because I do not like this one. I don't like the ending. You may not see it because it's black, but the ending, I don't know if you can see, like, it's kind of like a muffin kind of top on top, like all crunched up. I don't like that. I don't know. And I didn't like this yarn. I'm not buying it again. I just had it and not purchasing it. It's not wash either. So this hat is for my brother. I did line it because it ended up kind of gappy and thin, even though I used the size recommended for the pattern, the needle. I decreased for the brim here, so it'll be a little bit more tighter. It is kind of a slouchy because I wanted to use all of this black yarn that I had left. I will put the name of this pattern down here if you're interested. It's pretty fast, but it took me a long time because I didn't want to knit it up. But crochet.net, this is the pattern I didn't like, and I didn't like the yarn, but I kept pushing it and I finished it. So you can finish that shawl. Sorry, I just want to see it finished. It's gonna look so cute. Even though if you're gonna give it away, you can gift it to me for Christmas and I'll make you something for you. Okay, now to my other things. I did this hat here. It is crocheted. This one is crocheted. I used 2 strands of Bernat Super Value. I really like this yarn, and I'm really sad that they don't have it anymore at Joann. So if I want more of Super Value Bernat, I will have to order it online on their website. So the color of this one is Redwood Heather. It's not kind of a heather. It doesn't have much heather. It's kind of like, it looks solid. It doesn't have a heather kind of tone. It has kind of like orangey. It's orange, and it has sometimes like a yellowy stripey thing or tone to it. And the pom-pom is just some brown leftover, like 3-ply yarn or light fingering, is it, or DK yarn? That's how you say it. DK yarn that I had, and I brushed it out with a dog brush. No, I do not use that brush to brush my dog's hair. It's just for yarn projects and when I make amigurumis and they're animals and I want them to look furry, so I brush them out. And that's the only, I use it just just exclusively for yarn to make it puffy, because I want a puffy palm on this one. And this one is a donation hat. And the pattern, if you're wondering, is from Yarn Inspiration. It's a free pattern. It's called the Striping Texture Hat. I used 2 strands because this ball is pretty big. I still have left of it. It has okay, 389 meters or 426 yards. So it's a lot of yarn, and I think I bought this yarn last year on July or August on a yarn haul I have, and it cost me $1.97. So imagine 400 and something yards for $1.97, and I had it, and I had to use it like a double ply because it is recommended for an 8mm hook or a 10, is it an 11 size US, L or 11 size US. And I used 2 because I wanted to try the pattern out. This one is a little too tight for my head, but I haven't washed it or anything, so it might stretch a little bit, but it gives me a headache for me. But it's a donation, so it might fit somebody else, and I do like it. It works out pretty fast. I did have trouble because I was using 2 strands of yarn for this one, so it kept on slipping on my hook, but it might be the hook too. So but it ended up pretty good. And here's the seam, like the whole seam, like for the brim and everything. This pattern is done the brim separately, and then you start working the cables, the cable part. You attach it right here in the brim, and then you do it, and I like it. It's pretty warm, it's pretty nice and thick, and I think a cancer patient will really appreciate it. And it looks nice. What do you think? I like the brown with the kind of coppery tone. It looks nice. So I was really obsessed with that pattern, and I bought this yarn a long time ago. This is, I have my yarn here. This is what I have left of this yarn that I made the hat. I had 2 balls. I bought 2 balls of this yarn, and this is wool spun, Lion's brand wool spun in the color red. And this yarn is so nice. It's so soft, so nice. I bought it on a sale, plus my employee's coupon. But I did this one in red, and I put a furry pom-pom, a different pom-pom here. But as you can see, my camera doesn't do zoom or focus in the project. So you might not see it as pretty as it should be. And it is a darker red, kind of like a blood, you can say blood red, a little bit lighter than that. Apple red, you can say, like an apple. But it is super pretty and super warm. And this, you have to use 2, but you can see I used just a little bit of this ball to finish it up. It has 127 yards or 116 meters. It is 80% acrylic and 20% wool. Yeah, it is machine washable and dryer safe. So, and I tried it this week because we've been having a little bit of weird days here in Colorado. It's been sunny, warm, and then there's a day that is rainy, and there's hail, and there's snow, and there's rain, and there's everything in that day, and it's really cold. So there was like 2 days like that, so I wore this hat, and I made it, and it was super warm and toasty. It might be because it had some wool in it, and I'm like, yeah. Now if I do any apparel, like for myself, I'm gonna look up for some yarn that has a little bit of wool. Not completely wool, but a wool blend yarn. Unless it's like some fancy yarn. Okay. And I'm thinking, with this one, my daughter really liked that one. I'm thinking of making a smaller version for her with this, and I think it's gonna be enough because her head is pretty small, so I think it's gonna be enough. And you can make it, there is a video tutorial too on the, what is it, crochetcrowd.com. He works for this company and he makes tutorials, so if you don't understand the pattern, he has a video and he can explain to you exactly how it is. Okay, so I am working on, these are my WIPs. So WIPs are works in progress, if you didn't know, just in case. They look like just two regular balls, but I haven't got the point to just, so this is the head part and this is the nose, and I'm making Yoshi, and I will put the link down below here, or the name, sorry, the name here of the pattern. It's called the Small Dinosaur, something like that, I think. If not, you know, it's gonna be here, the name of the pattern. But this is the nose and this is the head. That's how far I've gone. So I'm working for two cows. Well, this one is a sow and a cow. Is a crochet along or knit along, and it's called, the first one, it's called Forever Neon, or Neon Forever, something like that. So that's why I have really bright neon color. And the other one is the Stuffy Along. So the neon one is from Gimme Yarn 418 that I'm working that, and the other one is the Sal, that is the Stuffy Along from Legacy Knits. Yes, Legacy Knits. So I'm going to double dip in both of them because I wanted to do the neon thing and I wanted to do the Stuffy Along because they have amazing prices, and I just wanted to win something. So I bought this week. I love this yarn in neon, but if you follow me on Instagram, I did buy the Deborah Norble's everyday yarn in neon colors first, but it didn't have enough yardage, so I just returned it and bought this one. And it wasn't on a big sale, it was just $3.66. You could say it was a 20% off, something like that. I could have waited until they put on regular price. Went with my husband one day and he bought one skein and I bought another one, and then I would go another day and buy the other one I needed. So give me a second, I'm gonna get the other. So I bought, I think this one, if I didn't mention the name. This one is Pink Neon. That's how it's called, Pink Neon. Very original. So it is 142 grams, and 252 yards, and 230 meters, and it's 100% acrylic. So I'm doing the tiny dinosaur, and I am using the pattern suggest a 3mm hook, so that's what I'm using. And then I bought Yellow Neon, another original name, and it's the same weight and everything is just really yellow neon. And I bought Orange Neon. That's how it's called. Neon. Everything is neon. So the main color for the body is gonna be the pink because my daughter requested pink. I was gonna do a neon green because Yoshi is originally green, but my daughter requested pink, so I bought the pink neon. And this one is going to be for the feet that are yellow and orange, and yeah, and he has orange scales too, so the orange is going to be for the scales as well. and the red shell that he has on his back is just going to be regular red, and the white is going to be regular white, because it can have 75% off, 75% of neon colors. So it's going to be mostly neon and just a few here and there regular colors. So I'm really excited. I'm going to work with this after I finish doing the video. I'm gonna put it over here. And the other WIP I have is in my Doctor Who bag, the TARDIS bag. So, oh, I have keys in my bag. So, this is the back for my cardigan. This is the Who Cardigan, that's how it's called. I did the medium size. I am a small, but I chose to make one size larger than what I am, because I wanted to be a little bit looser on me. And this one is the Isaac Mizrahi. I'm sorry if I just screwed up your name. Yarn, and it is in a DK yarn, and I really lost the thing. It is Isaac Mizrahi Crafts. That's how you pronounce his name. My camera's not. Hey, camera, it's get dark. Let me see. Can you see it there? No. Oh wow. Just take my word for it. Colorways, merino blend. Yes, this is a merino blend. So this one is, if you saw my yarn ban fail kind of blog kind of thing, you might have seen that I bought this. So this is 50% fine merino wool and 50% microfiber acrylic. It is a light 3 fingering weight yarn, or DK. This is just hand wash only yarn. It is 50-50, so, but I don't want to risk it. So this is a Who cardigan. The Who cardigan is 2-color, but I just want a plain gray colored cardigan. So I already attached the second ball here. This is my second one. And I'm going to show you the join. Let's see. Oh, it's right here. I don't know if you can see the little tails here in between my fingers. There you go. Right here's the join. And I already shaped the armpit area here, and this is my progress keeper. That's what I worked on the last time I worked on this. I think for being like, I started like the week, I think I told you I've been working pretty fast on this, and this is just the back. So I need to do 2 front pieces and then the sleeves, and then join them all together. That's gonna be really fun. Really fun. I just chose it because it screamed to me like it was my type of pattern. Like it was something that I was gonna wear, but next time I might not do it. But I really like it because I haven't stopped knitting on it. I have not been consistently knitting on it, but I have taken like a whole day and just knit on it, and knit on just on this. That's why I don't have a lot of projects. But I do love it. I do. And the yarn is really nice, and it's really a shame they're just clearing it out of Michael's. Excuse me. But it's really good. You see, I don't drink tea. This is my juice, my tropical juice. And just to enable me, Nitpick send me this magazine. Just I want it, everything. I want everything. So this ones are, the front cover is the Majestic needle, and yes, I know the name by memory because instead of getting the ones I got are that I'm knitting my cardigan with are the Caspian ones. They're amazing, they're beautiful, but this purple ones with blue and pink and everything, they're just so amazing. I wanted them, but they didn't come in a hat version. They just come in regular size, but I might buy them for me in regular size for next Christmas, because I don't like metal needles because my hands are really cold all the time. I am really cold all the time, and metal needles tend to cramp my hands a lot. I know with wood, your heat gets dispersed and it doesn't get, it stays there and it doesn't get sucked into the needle. Like, it's not stealing your heat, you can say. And the same with my hooks. Like, I like my hooks with plastic covers or handles, and these ones are really cheap from eBay. Because my hands literally are like ice right now, and I'm wearing this, but I'm not really hot. I'm not really cold. I'm a little bit warm right now, but my hands are usually, and my feet are really cold. That's my problem. And I know there's advantages of like using metal needles. It is much faster, but it has disadvantages. Sometimes the yarn tends to slip too much, and I don't like that. So I prefer wood. I have used metal, and I am tempted to buy a higher needle, but I haven't. But I'm on to that. I might buy something. But okay, so this thing, if you receive them too, they have patterns, and you might not see them. They have patterns that are for purchase, and they have all these wonderful tea cups and mugs and tea cozies and bags, and just show you all the yarn, like, and it gives you more like, why do we love this yarn, like how much do you need, how much is it gonna cost this project, and stuff like that. They have it in here. Well, they didn't pay me for this, but I just had to show you guys because I really like it. And I'm really tempted to buy, and they have this amazing sock patterns, like one with fox. I don't know if you can see that because my thing, it's really weird. This one has little tiny fox. If you couldn't see it, take my word for it. It's like really cute. And it has such amazing yarn and books and stuff like that, and all the needles, even hooks and stuff like that. But there is a free pattern that is a top that it says free tops and cows for spring. There is one that I want to make. Let me see, this yellow one right here. If I don't do this, it's gonna be really bright. This yellow one right here. I am just tempted. I am going to go to Knitpicks, and I'm going to look up this thing right here because it is pretty cute, and it's something that I would totally wear. I might not buy the yarn from them because I don't have the money to buy it right now, because I have to buy $50 or more, and I don't have that right now. It's not Christmas or anything, so I am not going to buy $50 of stuff right now, but I like that pattern. And other things I bought are, well, that one was sent. I didn't buy that, but I bought where is it? So there, they are little sheep. I think they're sheep, but they might be llamas. or alpacas. They look like sheep, but they look like alpacas. I don't know. They're kind of like markers. They're page markers. Yeah, but I use them to mark my patterns down. Just stick them, if I have them like on a clear thing like this, I'll just stick it there on the line I'm in, and it keeps me on track of where I'm at the pattern, because I usually get lost when I'm looking at my hands, and then I look back, I'm like, what am I reading, you know? So that helps me out a lot. So what else? Sorry, I'm scratching. Well, my week, this past weeks that I have not been doing a video, they've been a little bit hectic. Just work and regular stuff. I've been stressing out. I've been having depression problems, but you know, just let them away. Every time I feel sad, I just want to sit down by myself alone and just grab my yarn and create something and make myself happy, and it washes away that sad feeling and loneliness, I guess. I think I told you once that I wasn't going to be given the classes for knitting and crocheting at the Michaels I work at, but I'm going to get certified, that I have to pay $70 for each of them, and I'm going to be a teacher, and let's see how this goes. Really, because you know, I am you can say a beginner knitter, but crocheter I have more experience. But I think I learned pretty fast of everything and my errors and all these things, and I can teach people. I usually help people out a lot. Sorry if you can hear my daughter. She's usually screaming in my podcast. Jumping out of my life, and my kind of cloud that I'm trying to avoid right now. What else? I've been obsessing over goth, goth culture. I just think they're wonderful people, even though they're dark and whatever people like to think. But there is one on Instagram. She knits and she makes this, like, they call them dragon scale mittens. Oh my god, they're so amazing. But she says that the price to buying the scales is like $50, because you have to buy so many of them to make it look like really scaly. But she makes them really long, like up to here. But I guess if you make them shorter, you wouldn't buy that much, because it's just for the top of it. But when you move, the scales move with you. Oh my god, it's so magical. Like, I need one of those in my life. I don't know, I would wear it every winter. I wouldn't care. Like, I would make them rainbow colored and wear the heck out of those. They're amazing. And the other thing I saw, and there is a trend on our knitter society, or whatever you want to call it. It's like brioche everywhere. I have a brioche pattern for a hat. I have it there. It's in my library on Ravelry, and I am seeing all these brioche shawls, cowls, socks. No, just a lot of shawls. And I saw recently a cowl, and I think somebody was making a hat too. I'm like, everybody's brioching. I need to get on that. I'm so out. I need to get in. But I'm into that. It really looks really nice and warm and thick. And I think I have the yarn I'm gonna use that for. But where is it? I don't see it there, and I'm not gonna look again. But it's some yarn I dyed, and if you want to see how it turned out, it is on my Instagram. So I'm really active on my Instagram. You can see all my projects and all my started, like my cast-ons and all that goody stuff over there on Instagram. So follow me. It's the same name as here, but just with the one at the end. So it's the same name as my YouTube channel, and I have the link down below, so just press that link, click it, and it'll take you to my Instagram. It's faster even. You don't even have to look up my name or anything. I make your life so much easier. God, I'm such a good person. But anyways, I think that's all I'm going to do, but I am thinking of casting on that brioche hat. I am thinking of making the ex-boyfriend shawl with the yarn I did the baby thing. I think I told you that last video, but this time I will cast it on, because I have just that stuffy that I have to do, and I can do a shawl by the side, you know, just a shawl, and my cardigan that I'm working on constantly. So what else I'm thinking of doing? I don't know. Just stay tuned to my Instagram and you might find out if I'm interested of knitting something else, because I usually change my mind what I want to do. But that's all for this video, and I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I'll see you. I make my videos every 2 weeks, so I won't see you next week, but I'll see you the next week after that. So have a great week, and I hope you guys knit a lot. Bye.